Okay, guitar cats. I don't know if I could zoom in, but I got two cats in view. I don't think I could zoom live. I can. Look at that. All right, there's Rascal on the deck, on the porch. And there is Leo in the corner, standing guard. And then we got little Iris under the palm tree. So we got a couple of cat beds seem to be popular. The sun's not really blasting yet. You can see little tomatoes. Um, see the mountain view. Good morning. All right. Guitar cats. There's a dose of cats for you. Dosage. Yep. Iris is a baby panther. And then Rascal's chilling. The enforcer. Sorry about the wiggles. She was up all night. I think I'm jiggling because I had coffee and no breakfast yet. Still feeling a little weak. I stabilized. Oh, Rascal, wake up. Rascals, wake up. We woke her up with all the talking. She said, who's talking? Those are my baby girl. I love so much she's squinting at me. I love her. She's a good girl. She was up all night running cuckoo. And then look, Mr. Leo's waking up. Mr. Leo's waking up. Mr. Leo waking up. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Mr. Leo. He's going to come in. He's going to try to work me for snackies and tuna. Although nobody was hungry this morning. They didn't even finish the tuna. There's fresh live tuna out on the table. Nobody seems to want it. Although Leo's the table cleaner. Oh, he's my boy, orange and white. I love my cat so much. All right, guitar cats. So there's a dose of cats. I'm not sure where Ginger is, but you can see the sun's coming in from the east. We're going to not let it. And shut the door. Shut the front door. You can see we got new cat shelves. Can you see on the cat condo? All right, well, anyway, that's cat stuff. Let's talk guitar stuff. I got my old greenie, right? And I did a lot of work, fret work, and then I had to finagle the bridge and the nut to move the string onto the fretboard. It plays pretty good now. It's a little thick. It's not great comfort for practice, but it's okay. It doesn't play that great. I realized the neck's a little big in my hand. I tried to sand it down a little. So we got the finish off. But in terms of like meat, and I don't know if that's even a good idea to shave a lot of meat off the neck because it might lose tuning stability. And so it kind of is what it is. I could probably change it. It's a $69 guitar, so I don't really give a crap. But I sanded it pretty good. I did take some meat off it, right? But still not in the range. So what are we going to do? We're going to get a 22. Yes, that's right. Here's me on camera. 22. They're having a pretty good hair day. I don't know. It's not in selfie mode. So anyway. Fire on the mountain. All right, we got Marty with his fixins. So I started learning this tune. B and A, pretty easy, pretty simple. B mixolydian? Did he say D mixolydian? Mixolydian, you have that extra note on the fifth fret high E. Oh wow, I don't know how much I can use of his stuff. I don't want to get like copyright or whatever, but anyway, I ordered a kid's guitar, 22 and a half inch scale length. So we'll see how my hands fit on that. Probably better. Probably finally after 20, 30 years of playing guitar, I'll be able to get one that fits me right. I've experimented a little, like, you know, in the shops. That does feel pretty cool, but I never entertained the idea of using it professionally. And of course you can, right? And they do sound pretty good. I don't think it's big. I guess I'll find out if it's a huge difference in sound. But like I found out, right, playing out in the club, that the electric guitars for a solo act, it's solo acoustic, and for a reason, right? Because you get in the bass more wide range of frequencies, and then the voice blends better. It sounds better if you listen to a guy singing with an acoustic than a guy singing with an electric, depending. I mean, I can do distortion and chorus and delay and a lot of effects. Of course, I could do that on an acoustic as well, but arguably better on an electric. So I think artsy things are the exception and a grand exception. There'd be a lot of artsy things. You could definitely do singing and playing an electric guitar. And but what I found was even with the humbucker on the neck pickup that I wasn't getting enough bass, and I was all jangling right up where I was singling, and it just kind of came out monotonish, and it didn't have the impact that I wanted, like that I feel right, like when that friggin' acoustic guitar is shaking the room, and there's a lot of bass, and the walls pick it up. That's what's up. All right, so Marty's got the lead going. I'm working on my lead, right? So Mixolydian. It's about where I'm at, adding tons of new songs. I'm doing this video update you guys, right? Not just show you some cats and talk to you about my new guitars that are coming, and I'll show you that when it comes. But also, right, I'm doing pretty good health-wise. I've been too sick to practice or play, so I squeezed in, I think, a song or two over the last month or 2 months. So I just went through radiation treatment, and it was pretty rough. As I sit down, it's hard for me to sit down, but I'm on no painkillers, and it does still hurt to sit down. They're trying to shrink the tumor with the radiation, or it is shrinking. It's shrinking for sure. My energy's coming back up. It was a tough recovery. I felt really beat up from the radiation this time around. And so what's going forward is I have an MRI first week in September. And they're going to see the surgical plan, if they can save my life. Most likely, I don't think I'm going to die in this surgery, although it is risky. Any surgery is risky. I think the real risk is that the tissue can be compromised from radiation, and then it won't hold sutures and stuff. So a patient of mine said, unfortunately, his wife died. It was stomach cancer, and they couldn't really sew her back up. The stitches wouldn't hold, and so the surgery failed, and she died. And so in my case, I think that won't happen, because if the stitches won't hold due to the radiation, they can keep pulling. We're supposed to have 36 feet of colon. I don't know, intestines, if I have that much. But they probably got a few feet to play with, right? So the radiation zone was small, and if it damaged the lower portion, they can probably just resect that and keep me going. The idea is to cut the cancer out and save my life. And if I'm lucky and blessed by God, which I know I am, but if it's God's will, then they will save my rectum. So please pray for my rectum. Rectum, I don't even know them. Anyway, make your own jokes. It's funnier, please. If you're laughing at my corny jokes, then you're desperate. But, don't wait for good jokes, because they're not coming. Anywho, I'm in good spirits. I've been strong enough to vacuum and get the dishes done, maintain the house and the cats and myself. Although the vegan thing proved to be kind of hard, I'm working on it, right? But I've been eating some fish, lots of cheese. And of course, I also failed on the no added sugar thing. So I've been cheating a lot, and it's all good. Maintaining my weight. When I do the surgery, after the MRI, they're going to do surgery, obviously, within probably a few weeks or within a month. So we're looking at September, October. I should be cancer-free and healing up from surgery. And that'll be good. So hopefully we'll have a fast recovery. I can get back to work pretty quick. And, and then I'll have a new lease on life. Now, they do expect the cancer to come back, which I don't. And they want me to do more chemo. I cannot tolerate the chemo, so I don't think that's going to happen, people. But Don't fret. I'm going to keep working on the vegan thing. And although that might not have been like enough, just going vegan, right? I was pretty strict for 2 months and no added sugar. And, guess what? The PET scan was worse, right? So the cancer spread more, grew, whatever. And so maybe the vegan thing isn't enough to just, reverse the momentum, right, of a stage 4, baseball sized tumor. Maybe, could just disappear, but it'd probably take more spiritual, you know, more God's will. So obviously not God's will, right? Obviously I was meant to continue the fight or the struggle, if you will, but I don't feel so much that I'm, coherent with the fight and the struggle thing. I'm more in acceptance of this, and it's helping me grow. I've got to be thankful for it, and